Alright, it's time for a little diagnosis on the Lexus is250. So, if you ever have this issue where that chime that you hear, that kind of ding chime, if you hear that chime while you're driving and you're making a turn, for this car specifically, it was anytime I made a hard right turn over a speed bump or so like that, or like a weird incline, decline kind of a situation with a right, it would make that chime, flash the hazards real quick for 1 split second, and then unlock all the doors automatically while I'm driving. So this has been going on for quite a while. It didn't really specifically give any like error message on that screen right there, but then as it progressively got worse, like right now it got way worse. And what happens is even the slight right turn, like, or slight body movement of the car, and it would do the same thing. But this time it actually throws a code. It throws right rear door open. So I read up on the forums, and people said, people here and there, like not everybody has this issue, but if you do, this is what you do. They said roll down your windows like this. If you don't know the exact door, like it didn't get to the point where this car got to yet, like before when I was just driving around and it just happens every right turn without any sort of message, then you wouldn't be able to really tell. But then the thing is, if you roll down your windows and then you put your arm right here on the door and you pull, you see what happened right there? I'm trying to get this as best as I can. It throws that chime and it'll say, you can see the icon right there that the door is open, and that's all because of a sensor right here. Yeah, so I can replicate it somewhat. I mean, I'm messing with the sensor right now, but that's how you find the problem. You find your problem door. This is your issue right here, okay? This open and closed door switch right here, this is your problem. I noticed earlier when I was messing with it, even just loosening this and having this like loose, like literally loose, just by like a millimeter or two, that wouldn't happen, even when I was pulling on the door. So I know on the forum, someone has said they brought it into the dealer did something with the door, like they tightened something. I doubt they tightened something, because the reason is that it's probably too tight or too close to here, and it's causing a little gap, making that happen. So, I mean, it'd be a more hassle to do any sort of adjustment here, which I don't know if it's even possible, but if it is, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, there's two ways of going at it. Their door adjustment way is probably right back here. It's a latch adjustment, which would bring this closer into here. But I believe these latch screws, most of the time, they're like really big torque screws, and they're a little less common for the average person. This right here, you can get it in a bit set, like a little security bit set, or bit set you can get from Harbor Freight or anywhere else. It should be a T30. I'm currently using a T27 because I don't have the T30 on me, and it's easy enough to get it out. Take this out, throw a rubber or a steel washer in there, and you're good. So here we are. We got that screw removed, and it looks like that, just in case you're wondering. But anyway, that's out. That's how the sensor looks. That sensor connection is actually real tight, so you don't want to go disconnecting that. I would have, but yeah, that's super tight. So what I'm gonna do, take this, put it right here like that. That's about perfect, because you just want to get your washer all the way to that plastic end right there, so it makes the most contact patch as possible, keeping this whole assembly off, slightly off from the actual body of the vehicle. And I'm gonna go tighten this down real quick, and then I'll show you that when I tug on the door, it's not gonna cause that chiming. Anyway, let me tighten this down. All right, let's check my work. So there's that rubber washer I used, or yeah. So I bought that rubber washer in a pack like this off Amazon. I'm using it for my fiberglass body kit, but it's useful for other things, for insulation and not too much strain and pressure. So I put that behind there, and now you can see there is a gap. And don't worry, because you saw the back of this, it's actually a metal backing. So I'm not worried about this. See, it's not flexing and stuff. So I'm not worried about this getting damaged or broken. Now for the moment of truth. Let's close this up, and I'm gonna yank on this door as much as I can, and let's see what happens. Oh yeah, I'm putting my whole body weight on this thing, and it's not chiming, baby. We're set and solid. Let me see if I can set this down for a little bit. Sorry about that glare. Whoops. Sorry about that glare. Deal with me. I don't got a holder of any sort. Okay, I'm just gonna set this on the grass right here somewhere. Why not right here? That's the perfect spot. I'm gonna go yank on the door with both my hands as much as I can and see if I can set it off. But I think we're solid. We're solid. That's me yanking on that door with two hands. And as you can see, no more chime, no more open door. For anybody who's worried, look at that line. This door is not pushed anywhere more out. Neither was it originally. So I believe that the door striker latch was in the right position. It's just that sensor, maybe it's worn down over time or something, and it's not coming back out as much as it was supposed to, and that's probably what caused this issue. Anyway, that's how you fix it. Now you know, and it's much easier than it seems. To such a weird problem that you would think, oh my gosh, what's going on? And here it is. Thank you again to everybody who was on that forum that contributed to the solving of this issue, and all their information. That sure helped. I mean, we're all golden now. Okay, problem over, and thank you for watching. All right, so now for the bloopers, aka the trial and errors, so I go through it and you don't have to. All right, I'm adjusting the latch. So loosen it up with a T40. Amazingly, this was crazy loose. Like, I was able to just turn it without like much force. I actually tightened it down more. So I'm gonna attempt to do this right now. Lay some tape as your guide to where you originally were. That way you know that after you made your adjustments, if you actually pushed it in more. And that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you push it in more so it doesn't cause that chime when the body rolls and the door doesn't make perfect contact. So here we go. As you can see, that's like a conical kind of a head right there. And this was what I was a little scared of right here. You see how there's not that much adjustment to it? Like what, a mil of anything? But by the time I tighten it down, it'll probably just take the cone head and go back to where it was. Watch. See? That's what happens. And that's why I was saying this ain't the best way, but if you want to do it this way, I'll tell you the way to go at it. You're gonna loosen these up just a bit, just enough for you to get some wiggle. Just enough. Sounds crazy, but you're gonna take a mallet to it. So go get yourself a mallet. This sounds crazy as hell, but go get yourself a mallet and give it some taps. Maybe that's straightening out a little bit more, maybe not. And if it doesn't, back to that shim method I was talking about. So we'll find out. Sheesh. I don't even know if that really moved anything. We're doomed. This method, it's a fail. So since this method didn't work, since it was loose, I'm just gonna tighten it up a little bit and make sure it's snug so it don't loosen up on me down the road. But yeah, take a look at that. It didn't really move. Yeah, it didn't really move. So no good. Mallet didn't help in this situation. No Arm & Hammer for this some. We're gonna shim it. You can use a metal washer or a rubber washer, and I'm just gonna put this behind right here. The wider your washer, the better, because you just need it to take up most of the space in the back there and basically shim this out a little bit. And it'll make constant contact unless you truly open the door, and then it'll set off that alarm. So there's the fix, and it's pretty easy. T30, loosen that up, toss your washer behind there, snug it back down good, and you're good to go. Sadly, that didn't work. But hey, at least I tried. And at least I found that it was loose, so I got that over with. It's not loose no more. Okay, there we go. Pop it from one side first, and then the other. There we go. And that's done for this thing. No go. But it's okay. At least we found a solution, and I know it works. So that's how you fix your weird chiming issue that unlocks all your doors when you make a certain turn. Hopefully this helps you out and you get rid of that annoying problem, because sometimes it is kind of freaky and scary, you know, driving down the road out of nowhere, the thing unlocks itself. All right, crazy car, time to get you fixed.